Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a review of the JJRC H5P. Now this is a pretty cool looking quad, and not just because it's green, but I like the look, and it has these LEDs on the side here. It kind of reminds me of the Syma, what was it, X13, kind of cool. And then it has a 2 megapixel HD camera as well. However, the real special feature about this is that it has a massive battery. So you've got this huge battery bay all across the top of the quad there under this little door. Let me go ahead and put that back on. Maybe, did I do it backwards? No, hang on. The little latches are kind of tricky to get into place. There we go. So here is the battery. It is a 1S LiPo 1100 milliamp hours, which is just huge for a quad this size. So really, really big battery. It has, your standard USB charging cable. However, mine did not work, so I don't know exactly how long the charge time would be with the stock charger, but I'm guessing a long time, like 3 hours plus, for a battery that big in one of these low rate chargers. As far as flight times go, or well, let's go ahead and it does have prop guards. However, the prop guards are too short. Let me show you here. I'll put it in place. Look at that. The prop doesn't even get past that. What I don't understand, JJRC. How does stuff like this happen? You guys are just so weird with these things. So anyway, yeah, the prop guards I have not even been able to use at all. So I didn't do any testing with those. But anyway, in this form with the camera and the landing legs on, you get 12.5 minute long flights. If you take the camera and landing legs off and then you're just landing on these out here, you get 14 minutes and 15-second long flights, and then there's a 30-second LVC warning as well. So by far the longest flights you're ever going to see in a quad like this, like Syma X5C, stuff like that. I guess the Alias and some of the clones may come close, but I think this still has those beat by a minute or two, especially in the lightest form. So definitely, the king of long flight times. It also comes with a screwdriver, some screws, and 2 spare props. Not a full set, just 2 again. Let's see, I already got that out of the way. So here's the transmitter, which is kind of plain looking, but it's your hobby grade style, so I don't mind it. It fits good in the hands. It has these knobs here on the top that are non-functional, but I guess they're just trying to make it look like it's one of these camera quads where you can adjust the gimbal or something, but they don't actually move or anything. It has shoulder buttons here. The left bumper is return to home and then headless mode. I forget if it's press and hold or if you just go to return to home and then you move and then you're in headless mode. I forget exactly how that functions, but right bumper is your flip, so hit that and then move the right stick in whatever direction you want to flip. You've got 2 different rates, and the yaw does not change, and it's a little bit on the slow side. I could go for a little bit faster yaw rate, and you change rates with the yaw trim, so that's really strange. And then you operate the camera with the throttle trim. And so kind of weird there, and especially when you're headless mode or something on a button where to me rates are more important. So put headless mode down here. But anyway, that's pretty minor point. It does have a backlit LCD on it, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. As far as these LEDs in the front here, we've got blue. On the sides, we've got green, and in the back, we've got red. So that's pretty good. Blue in the front, green in the back, or blue in the front, red in the back, green in the sides. So really easy to keep your orientation, and they show up pretty well at pretty much every angle with being in the front there. So I would say this is probably a night flyer. The body's a little bit weird here. I've got, you can see it's kind of bent. The paint job is kind of messy. I don't know if that'll really show up on camera. There you can kind of see it. But it's got like runs in it, and like the body is kind of bent here and there. So not great on the mold and paint job, but from a distance it looks pretty cool. It's kind of got a, like a metallic shiny look to the paint job. But up close it's a little bit, it kind of looks like, one of those old muscle cars that somebody painted in their garage that didn't really know what they were doing. Kind of looks cool from a distance, but the closer you get, the uglier it gets. Let's see. Oh, you can recalibrate it by both sticks down left or both sticks down right. So one's probably headless mode, the other's accelerometer. Let's see. Anything else to say about this one? Nope, that looks like that covers it. So let's go take it for a flight. Alright, this is the flight review of the JJRC H5P with a huge battery and camera, cool LEDs all around, front, back, and sides. We'll start out with just flying, then we'll do some onboard footage. And you change rates with the yaw trim here, which is kind of weird. Just has 2 rates, so we'll start on high rates. Only 1 yaw rate, and it's a little on the slow side for sport flying, but not bad for a camera quad. Not a ton of pitch either. So this one's definitely more, more about filming and just kind of casual flying. It's not overly sporty. Let's do some flips. Hit the right bumper, move the stick. Nice flips. Alright. Not really much of a funnel on this one. The yaw is just a little too slow. It's nice and smooth though. It flies nice, just not very sporty. It doesn't have a ton of pitch or yaw, but it does fly nice. Alright, well I want to bring it in for a hand landing, and I want to make sure the camera starts up right, and that's the throttle trim. Press down throttle trim, and I see the red LED blinking, so it should be filming now. So go ahead and do some onboard footage testing. The sun's peeking out right now for us. So get some height, see what it looks like up there. Wind is a little bit unpredictable and gusty today, so a little bit worried about how strong it is up high. Looks like it's holding position pretty well. Getting pushed around, but no problem. Bring it down, do some filming while flying, see what that looks like. It is really a nice smooth flying quad. Looks like it's got some good range to it. It was up there pretty high and far away. Alright, stop the camera. Check my LED. I can't really see it, but I'm going to assume that that worked. And just fly a little bit more. I think I've pretty much showed all there is to show. Do some more flips. I like it. It's a nice smooth quad, really long flight times, good color and LEDs. Just not overly sporty. Alright, well, let's bring it in for a landing. I think that was all there is to show. Alright, there we go. That's the JJRC H5P with the huge battery that fills up the entire center of the quad there. Pretty neat, cool quad. I like it. Alright, we'll check the video description for a price and purchase link. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.